Hello and welcome to Midrish Technologies. In this video, I'll be showing you how midHealth can make managing patient records smarter, faster, and more secure. Whether you are running a small clinic or a large hospital, this user-friendly software, EHR, is designed to simplify your workflow and save you time. Let's take a quick look at how it works in real life. Alright, so this is the login interface of the software. If the software is installed in your clinic or facility, this is going to be the login interface, and every staff of the clinic or hospital will be provided with a username and password so that we can track all the activities of every user. That's the reason for creating the username and password, and every user has his limitations in the software. So we design privileges in the software. So every user will have a privilege to use the software. There are some certain places that you may not have access to because of the privileges. So I'm going to use my normal login and password. Alright, so once I put the username and password, I'll log in and it will detect my username and password. Sorry, I mistakenly put the wrong password. Alright, so this is the dashboard of the software. We have the side menu here. This is the side menu where we have all the departments of every hospital. As I've told you earlier, every department of a hospital is covered in this software. It's captured. Yeah. So maybe from the pharmacy, outpatient, inpatient, laboratory, radiology, every department, NHS is also included in there. So this is just the dashboard of the software. So maybe the first line of action of a patient, maybe when a patient comes to a hospital, the first thing that he needs to do is for him to go to the medical records. That's the first point that the patient usually goes. So when he goes to the medical records, that's why they will capture his details. They will take his full name, address, phone number, and everything. And once they took that, they will write it down and process it to the nurses. So that's exactly what we did here. We automate that process. We create registration pages where every patient will be registered, and the software will automatically provide a number for that patient. That's the hospital number. We call it an EHR number. So the software will create the EHR number for that patient, and it will be unique. The patient number will not be given to any other patient. Once a number is being given to one patient, it cannot be repeated again to another patient. So that's how the software works. So we have, now it recognizes that I'm the one that logs in here. So we have the medical record here. Once a patient comes, the medical record will ask him if he is registered already, if he has an EHR number, a hospital number with them. If he has the hospital number, then they will take the hospital number and go here under medical record. They will see follow up here. That's why they will go and put the EHR number there. And if the patient is not registered, it's a new patient, they will come here under add new patient. They will click here and register that patient. It will bring out a form. It will bring out a form for the patient, and they will register the patient. So we have the form here. We have the full name, Idris. We have the phone number. We have the date of birth. In the date of birth, you can select the date directly, or you can just put the age of the patient. Some patients didn't know their date of birth. That's the local patients we have here. Most of them didn't know the exact date of birth. So what you can do, you can just ask them of their age, and once you put the age, you come here, you click how old are you, then you put the age of that patient. If the patient says maybe he's 35 or 25 or 28, once you put 28 and click OK, it will provide the date of birth, exact date of birth of that patient using the exact data we are in. So it will give you the date of birth of that patient. So we have the gender. You select the gender of the patient, male or female. Then you put the address. You put every details of the patient that is needed. Once you do that, once you put the patient, let me just quickly rush. All right. So once you do that, if the patient is referred, you click on referral. Referred in. If it's not referred, you leave it like this. If the patient may be brought in as a police case, you select if it is a physical assault or sexual assault, you select it here. If it is none, you click non-police case. Then you put the details of the police officer that brought them. All right. So that's how the registration form is. And what we have here is the software is open to changes. Maybe if you have some things that you want us to add into the software, you can just give us and we'll add it. We can add it in the form or in the software. So that's how the software is. Because we created the software from the grassroots, so that's why we can always maneuver the software and create it to our tastes. So we have the regular patient, that's a normal patient that will just come in, make payments of everything and go out. Then we have retainership patients that maybe deposit, maybe a family card, maybe they create a family card whereby they will be depositing money in that family card, and every patient maybe under that family will be registered under that family. So whatever charge is going to be, the charge is going to be under that family, and at time being all the deductions that are going to be done will be under that family. All right, so that's the retainership. Once you click, you will see the list of all the retainership here. So this is the regular patient, not a retainership patient, so we click on regular. All right, and there is a place you can add all the retainerships and everything. So for now we are registering a regular patient, so you click on register. Once you click on register, the patient will be registered in the software. The registration is done. It will give you where the patient can be captured, the image of the patient can be captured from here. And once the user click on this button to capture the patient image and save. So from here it will give the patient an EHR number. So whenever the patient comes to the hospital, this number you present this number, and all his previous history can be fetched using this EHR number. So the next thing is for the patient to go to the medical record and make the payment, the cashier, and make the payment of his visit for either the registration or the subsequent visit that he's come for. So now, now the nurses will be able to see the patient that is sent from the medical record. So when they come under outpatient, they'll click on vitals. That's why they will see all the patients that are sent from the medical records for consultation. So this patient is the only patient that is sent from the medical records now, and we can see here the patient has not paid his consultation fee, so it is top, and they click on update. So the patient will be sent to the medical doctor. Now we have no patient on diagnosis because we have patient with the current patient. So now it's up to the doctor to come under our patient, and he click on open clinic, and then he can select his clinic. We have GOPD and NHS for now. We can add it's open. There's room for additional clinics. Every hospital can add its clinics that it has, so we can add multiple. For now we have GOPD and NHS, so we are going to use GOPD because that's why we sent the patient. So we are going to log in into the room 1, and we will see the patient here waiting for doctor to attend to him. So when a doctor will attend patient, it will bring out the information of the patient with the vital signs that are sent from the nurses. These are the vital signs that are sent from the nurses. We have the blood pressure, we have the temperature, we have the weight, height, pulse, SpO2, and everything. So these are the buttons that the doctor needs to use to document all the clinical activities, to admit the patient, to send investigation, to prescribe drugs for the patient, everything that you can document clinic notes. Right, so once this patient comes with the doctor, maybe there are two types of consulting the patient. Maybe there are two types of way that the patient can be consulted. If the patient is a remote patient, maybe the patient is not within the premises of the hospital, an email can be sent to the patient with the link that you can join a video call with the doctor. And from there, the doctor can be able to see the patient and make documentation for the patient, send lab investigation, and prescribe drugs for the patient. This is one of the advantages of using an EHR software in a clinic.